That's what proper friends do. The folk that turn their back on you as soon as they disagree with you were never friends in the first place. Hey up! Woohoo! Look at this! Out and about on my recently acquired Yamaha FJR 1300. So, this will be a little first impressions video. But I'm well impressed. Smooth as silk, creamy smooth engine, wave upon wave of torque, power. Perfect bike to get me through the more inclement months. Of course, the last bike I had with anything like this amount of power was the ST1300 Pan-European, and the only two bikes I think probably I've ever had that come anywhere near this bike for that sort of capability, if you like, was well, when I retired in 2013 I got the BMW K1600 GTL. That had a fair bit of shove. And not long after that I had a Kawasaki Z1000 SX, and that had plenty of shove. Anyway, oh, should we have a little bit of admin? Got a new channel partner coming on board, Sizap. Don't know if you've heard of them, Sizap. And basically a tracker with other bits and bats of functionality in it, so I'll be giving you a review of that very, very shortly. So thank you, Sizap, for coming on board. I really do appreciate it. I will also be reviewing in due course the Voge DSX 800 or DS 800X, whatever, you know, the new one. So I'll be reviewing that bike out of Appleyards, and I'll let you know what I think of it. What else is coming up? My BSA Goldstar is due its second service. Not done nearly as much riding on that as I should have done, because I've always been sort of defaulting to either the Moto Guzzi V7, the classic 650, or the classic 350, and that BSA has been a bit neglected. So I hope the weather will be kind for a few more months yet, and I'll be able to get out on that bike. Aye, so yeah, a couple of bits of admin there. Hey, handles really well for a big bike that weighs just shy of 300 kilograms, which is actually quite a bit lighter than the Pan-European, but it's handles pretty well. I think with bikes like this, particularly this bike with so much power on tap, is you got to show it who's boss. You got to show this bike where you want to go, otherwise it'll show you where it wants to go. I think that's the key. You have to be intimidated by it, because if she detects a bit of cowardice in your riding, she'll spank you. Oh, yeah, and this road surface is notoriously undulating, and the bends are notoriously tight here alongside the banks of Gouthwaite Reservoir. But the suspension is absolutely superb when you consider this is what, 17-18 years old, this bike. The suspension is several orders of magnitude more competent, look at all that runoff, than any of the other bikes that I've got, the Royal Enfields or the Moto Guzzi or the BSA. But of course, when this bike was new, I mean, I only paid around 3,000 for this bike. When these were new, of course, they were a lot more expensive, very much a premium bike in the touring category. A lot of people like to call them sports tourers. I just regard these as the big touring behemoths. Much loved, of course, of the emergency services, which in and of itself is reassuring, isn't it? These bikes used a lot by some police forces, although most use the BMW R1250 RT, now R1300 RT. I dare say soon enough, if not already, there'll be a 1300 RTP police spec. But yeah, some police forces have used the FJR 1300. Certainly paramedics use them extensively, blood bikers, and yeah, even saw a fire service motorcycle. I didn't know there was such a thing. I saw one the other day, and that was an FJR. So yeah, widely embraced by our blue light services, these here bikes. And I suppose the other bikes in this category, to my mind, yes, the BMW RT, the ST1300 Pan-European, the Honda. Slightly later came along the Kawasaki GTR 1400, not used quite so extensively by blue light services, though I'm sure there will be some. And for a while there was the Triumph Trophy SE, another big behemoth of a bike sporting that famous triple engine. So yeah, as I've said previously, a bit of a legend in its own class, this bike. But smooth as you like, and overtakes not an issue. You know, some bikes you do have to plan your overtakes, think about how much power you have on tap and all of that. Not with this. Just do it. So I'm out and about again with my good pal Andy, who's behind me. I'm having a chat with the gentleman at Pateley Bridge there who used to have one of these, the original one, when they came out in 2001, the Mark 1. This is a Mark 2 or a Mark 3, one or the other, not entirely sure. And he told me just a couple of things that you need to keep an eye on with these bikes, but otherwise they're pretty bomb-proof. One of the things that attracted me to this particular bike was it's relatively low mileage, 35,000 mile on an engine that's known to do well in excess of 100,000 miles. Well in excess, without any issues. And the other was, I just love this colour scheme, this dark blue and silver colour scheme. I've always thought that those two colours are a bit of a match made in heaven. I don't know if you remember, I'm showing my age here, hey, I don't know if you remember though, back in the 80s, the Ford Granadas, back then, the Mark II Ford Granadas, you could get a variant of them in Ghia trim, G-H-I-A, Ghia, which is Ford's premium trim for the cars, Cortinas and Granadas and Capris, Escorts. But the Granada Ghia, they came in a colour scheme which they just called it Sapphire, and it was called the Granada Sapphire. Ford Granada Ghia Sapphire. Beautiful thing, either in saloon form or estate form, and it was this colour scheme, two-tone, silver and navy blue. Do you remember them? Beautiful cars. Yeah, so sort of the look of the thing and the condition of the thing and the relatively low mileage and the very reasonable price point, and here we are. We're going to be going over the tops in a couple of minutes. Some spectacular scenery for you. Just a reminder that if you look in the description section of this channel, there's a whole heap of accessories and clothing and luggage and all the rest of it from various brands that you can get some cracking good discounts on, and particularly AOC TFT systems. If you have a look at those, because they're brilliant kit that give you tyre pressure monitoring, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, blind spot radar detection, high definition camera, video recording, constant front and rear with playback, all of that good stuff, reasonable price, and there's still a 25% discount, and that discount now is extended, so you can get 25% off all the AOC TFTs now, 25%, a quarter off until the 30th of September. Ho ho ho! Grab a bargain. Description section, follow the link, get yourself a bargain. I've got a video coming up which you might, on the face of it, think it's a bit dark. In fact, if you watch this video on a Wednesday, it'll be tomorrow, Thursday's video, and it was about when my parents towards the end of their life ended up in a nursing home, and it's just about my sort of thoughts and regrets about that, and how when you get to a certain time of life, like I'm 63 now, how you start thinking about these things and worrying about them, because both my parents had a fairly torrid time in nursing care towards the end of their lives, and I do tell you about that in that video. It's not meant to be a doom-laden video, it's actually meant to be a video about how you can look back at circumstance and wonder if you could have been better one way or another. So that's what that's about. I won't spoil it by going into any greater detail. Thursday morning's video. And it's also about some ridiculous attitudes that some bloody politicians have about how the care industry should be staffed and run. And me being me, I'll go into that as well. Because as you know, my mouth can get me into trouble from time to time. But I'm at that point in life now where I couldn't care less. Some of you will know that a video recently I ended up taking down because I got so much flack on the back of it. And by flack, I don't just mean people disagreeing or calling me a bell end, which is fair enough. I am a bell end a lot of the time. I don't mean that. I mean proper abuse and threats. Like watch your back when you're out and about riding wheeler, that sort of thing. Once a pig, always a pig. Just a couple of examples. So I just thought, bollocks to it, and I took the video down. Yeah, so I can get into hot water. However, that particular hot water is now hot water under the bridge, onwards. But I'll be really, really candid with you. There were a point, just I think for one day, maybe two, where I seriously thought of jacking it all in. Thinking, do I need this now? Do I need this sort of thing? And I seriously thought about just wrapping it all together. And then I thought, there'll be some of them people out there that want exactly that, for me to chuck the towel in. Particularly with that side of the content, which I can assure you will only ever be occasional and incidental, not the core. But I thought to myself, no, I will not gift that outcome to anybody. And if anything, I'll just knock out more content. So yeah, I lost quite a few subscribers on the back of that video, but God bless you, all my loyal friends stayed put. Even those that disagreed with me, even those that disagreed fundamentally with me, still said, I don't agree with you, but I'm sticking with the channel. And that's right, innit? That's what proper friends do. The folk that turn their back on you as soon as they disagree with you were never friends in the first place. So yeah, I lost quite a few subscribers, but I'll tell you what, in the space of a week the numbers have come back up to where they were. So there we are. Hey, and that is the last that we'll say about that particular subject, because now all I'm going to do is ride this beautiful Yamaha FJ 1300 into Massum and allow you to sit back as ever and enjoy this fabulous Yorkshire landscape with all these sheep. Hey, look at them all. And of course, wish you safe riding. So until the next time, in the meantime, and oh, nearly forgot again, please, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. It makes a massive difference to me, keeps me going and enables me to produce more and more content like this for your general edification. So please subscribe. It's completely free of charge, now and forever. Never going to cost you a penny. So please do that. Please click a like, please feel free to share, and with that I'll bid you farewell until the next time. I'll see you. Oh yes.